I mean, look at this. I love the way they kind of made this wave on the top frame here. Kind of see these curves here, right? But they did it in such a manner where it's just elegant on the side profile. So this is the Phidias. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It's an F-Rollis 1800. Let me tell you, this is one of these boards I've been actually very excited to look at. And I got to admit, man, like, I haven't peeked at this particular one yet, so I'm hoping this is the polycarb. I don't think Bruno let me know which one this one was, but we're gonna be using some Boba U4Ts for this. I think this is a good choice, by the way. Now the board, I think it's already built because I can feel keycaps on it, but we're gonna also obviously disassemble it. I think it's built with linears, it feels like right now. We have an aluminum plate, it looks like. This was a sample of one of the colors, I think. This one here, it's an F-Rollis 1800. It's a beautiful layout. I think the nice part about this board, first of all, the price point, you'll see it's quite pretty, and I'd say not super complex per se, but I think it warrants the price tag personally. I think there was a lot of love that went into this. You can tell from the photos. As we explore, we'll take this apart and learn more. But it's gonna start at $450 and go all the way up to $500. There's 3 total colors, like a polycarbonate one, and I believe there's a cream top, PC top, and black top for this. And then it's either a PC plate or alu plate with tadpoles or the pin mounting system and a PCB. It's an interesting combo of colors here. This would be a board that is a sponsored build, yes. Yeah, this was sent over by the designer though, none of the vendors. This is already built, but we're gonna take it apart, build it with some new stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 18mm front height. There's a lot to love about this one here. Actually, when I was looking, before I even accepted this project, I was like, okay, this is a nice looking keyboard. The side profile is one of my favorite bits about this board. It's just, I mean, look at this. I love the way they kind of made this wave on the top frame here. You know, it's this beautiful, you can kind of see these curves here, right? But they did it in such a manner where it's just elegant on the side profile. It's gorgeous. It says Phidias here on the back. Hidden enough to where it doesn't really matter. Normally I'm not big on naming schemes places. Gorgeous because it has the aluminum bottom. There's that little PVD element on the top here. I'm okay with that. I think that looks cool. I'm totally fine with it having some sort of badging on the top here. I think that looks, it gives it some extra character. There's that 18mm front height there. We'll double check it to make sure. And then here's the bottom, which again, dude, it looks great. They did a fun job with the weight system here. Even the tapers here on the side, you know, these kind of waves, they look absolutely gorgeous. It's a good looking keyboard. We have press and feet, I believe. Well, I don't feel like, there we go. You got them. Press and feet. They're small feet too, which we've been seeing a bit of a rise of people wanting smaller feet. And then you have this kind of cool, very shallow stepped weight over here, which is very, very cool. We'll take a look at it from the side. Look at that. Look how gorgeous this looks. The bottom of this keyboard is something to look at. I think the PC top is obviously the best version of this, to be real with you guys. I don't actually know what this is built with, but we'll take this apart and kind of dive deeper, see what we like, what we don't like, improvements we can possibly make. I think these are cream switches. I'm not positive though. You know, one of my favorite things about polycarbonate top keyboards with aluminum bottoms is you can see all the mounting stuff. You can appreciate the keyboard a lot more too. You can see the switches, you know, you can see the screws. It looks cool. Like, I think this looks really, really sweet. This side profile is really nice. You know, it's fun to have that kind of layer of translucency on the top. Reminds me a little bit about some of those like translucent tech items that we had like in the early 2000s, late 90s type deal. Was it late 90s? I think it was late 90s, or was it more early 2000s? We can test it with the creams here. I don't know if these were lubed. I don't know if the stabs are up to like what I usually would do, but we can test it anyways. I don't even really know what plate this is. I didn't build this configuration, but we'll take a quick little... This sounds great. Sounds really good. I'm gonna be honest, no dig to anyone who did this. I just don't like the springs in these for whatever reason. Not really my thing, but we're gonna try with this particular one. These Bobas feel really good. Really, really good. This is gonna be a fun one with the Boba U4Ts. And I believe this starts, memory serves, I may have all my notes here. Yeah, August 1st, 31st for this guy. So it will be in a bit, I'd say. It's not right away. It's going to be a 7.5 degree typing angle. It's going to have Tadpole aluminum plate and polycarbonate pin mounting plates. It's going to have multi-layout options, which is cool. We'll take a look at that now. They even have like an animated build guide, which I watched before the stream, which was neat. You know, and even the aluminum versions look really cool. I think for me though, I'd go with the polycarbon silver. The polycarbon silver is next level cool. And we'll see if this is deserving of its $500 price point. Again, price points here, I kind of view price points a little different. If you like certain people's designs and artwork and you're willing to pay for their design and artwork, then more power to you. But if you're looking for the best deal, I hate to break it to you, the best deal you can probably get in keyboards, buying a Dell keyboard from Amazon or going to Best Buy and spending 10 to 15 bucks on a keyboard. That is the true value you can get in keyboards, truth be told. If you're looking for something to do in terms of building your own keyboard that's kind of custom, you know, like you want to put something together, there are plenty of kits that are all under the $150 mark. Tons. So it's not always about the best value. Sometimes does something evoke a lot of good feelings? Are you happy with it? This is a really cool silk screen on this, by the way. We have some decent layouts on this as well. We have what looks like ISO enter. We have different bottom rows here, even split. Hello? Even split. We have split left. A lot of good stuff on this. A lot of good stuff. Do the split one? No, the owner of the keyboard, because it's not, I'm not keeping this, by the way, guys. It is a sponsor stream, but I'm not keeping this. The owner asked for 7U, so we're gonna be doing 7U. Yeah, I love all the little screen printed, you know, where things go. I absolutely love that. That means a lot to me because some people, even me, man, I get confused sometimes. It's nice to have a layout diagram of where things go. It's thoughtful, it's nice, it doesn't take much to do. Like even ISO 2U enter, look at that. So nice, so kind. I really like this board so far. Let's put on our plate. We got an alu plate. Even the plate's nice. Got a little bit relief cuts on the plate here. You can see where the tadpoles would go. Very, very awesome. No mounting under this space bar. Very thoughtful. Love that. Actually, they give you quite a lot of space around that too. That's really awesome. It's a good looking keyboard. Like everything about this looks great. I think maybe the only arguable thing that maybe might turn off some people is this badge on the top. But even so, like, it's kind of non-offensive to me. I don't really mind it personally. I would have maybe opted to not have it PVD'd in the center, but it's not like it's a big deal breaker for me. But as we take this off, you can see it is just one piece there for the badge. So this was the polycarbonate mount. Polycarbonate uses the pin mounting system. I'd say perhaps one of the small, I don't know if I'd call this a drawback, but you're gonna have to make a decision, right? The polycarb has these pins here in which it kind of slots into. You're gonna have to make a decision because with this, the aluminum, you're using tadpoles. So it's not like you can go back and forth between either or. The pins are just part of the bottom frame. It's not like these get inserted, they're just part of the frame there. Alrighty, so let's grab our tadpoles. Can the badge be removed? I mean, it can be, but then it's gonna be an empty slot there. Like it's gonna be a hole. The installation of this, I know we don't have to install it today, but really you're just removing one of these weights and then putting the daughter board down. So in case anyone was curious about that whole step. That's cool, you can kind of see the tadpoles through the polycarb here a bit. This is so pretty, dude. I'm gonna take some really nice photos of this board because god damn it's pretty. This looks so good. Ooh, this is gonna sound interesting, huh? Let's take a quick little peek at this from all angles here. Oh, this looks fantastic. Look at that with the polycarb top there. DMG on this looks sweet. Good choice, guys. Good choice. There's that side profile if you guys wanted to see it one more time. Beautiful bottom piece here. Again, this is a $500 price point, but you know what? For what you're getting in this, the design of this too, I personally feel like this is, it's up there for sure, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I wouldn't feel like ripped off buying this for 500 bucks. Tadpoles being visible is actually really cool to see too. The machining over here especially, like how it's waved. I'm not really doing great showing you guys this, and I wish maybe maybe here we go. See this over here? I don't know how difficult this particular kind of curve and wave is, but this looks expensive to do. You know, when you're getting up there with some of that more detailed machining, that kind of justifies some of the price there. You know, the weight system is really cool on this too. Polycarbonate quality was great. The anode quality is great. Give this a go and see what this sounds like. This is alu plus the tadpoles, Boba U4Ts, and GMK DMG. I mean, the alphas are magnificent already. Jeez, that's a loud spacebar. But I like it. It's like a good physical, like, deep spacebar. I don't love the backspace on this. Backspace seems a bit dull. Perhaps that's just the Bobas in this case. I actually really like the backspace here. The numpad sounds good too. The board does sound good to me. I think this would be an excellent board for linear switches, by the way. I really like this. Man, I hope this board does well. I really do. I think the only sound piece of this, and maybe it's because of the switches, backspace feels a bit stiff, and maybe that's because there's a mounting point right there at the backspace. You can see the tadpole. So it kind of has that like sudden, you know, doesn't have that softness that the spacebar would have. It's a little tight if you use the thicker cables. It's a little tight. I actually don't think it even plugs in all the way, and I don't want to damage the board. So another note there, if you are using thicker cables, you might have a tough time with that. I do have a backup cable here though. Plugs in fine with this guy though. And it has a slight, I guess you can consider this a slight, very, very small, not that you can see it too well on the polycarb, ever so slight cherry lip here on the front, or just lip, not even call this a cherry lip. It just has a bit of a drop there. Man, I really like this. This turned out great. Bye everybody, love you.